So we finally have some news regarding Jake Paul's next fight. Last outing against Mike Tyson over 5 months ago, there's been a lot of speculation around who he's going to be fighting next. Obviously, there was Canelo, then Gervonta Davis, and almost no hope in Jake fighting this year. It looks like they found an opponent, and it's not confirmed yet, and I will be really fucking pissed if it turns out it's not this guy, because then I just wasted my time talking about it. But it seems like Chavez Jr. is going to be the opponent. Jake Paul was really left with no other options, and it really makes you wonder, like, what happens next? Like, let's say Jake goes in there and demolishes this guy, 39 years old, has fought once in the last 3 years. It's another one of those fights, but you know, I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm not going to be like these other people who are just going to trash it. I think Chavez, for the level Jake's at, is a credible opponent. You gotta think these pro boxers, their first 15 fights, Tank, Ryan Garcia, Joshua Fury, you know, they'll take some easy pickings for the first 15, 20, you know, if you're Wilder, 40 fights. And obviously Jake Paul, with his rise to fame, going into boxing, being the disruptor that he is, everybody wants him to go against a guy who is for certain gonna butcher him. When you got guys calling for him to fight Dubois, Benavidez, Beterbiev, Joshua, Tyson Fury, like, what the fuck are we? Dude started boxing at 21, had one amateur fight against Deji, fought like 10 okay people if you really want to go there. And you got to understand, he's building a business, MVP, which, you know, in the beginning it solely relied on him fighting. But yeah, at Jake's stature, you know, a lot goes into picking the right opponent that could sell a fight, promote, sell pay-per-views. Like, you know, people tell him to fight ranked boxers. He tried that twice. Nobody cared. No one gave him his credit, by the way. You know, and I understand they weren't natural cruiserweights and had been inactive for some time, but to knock them out in the way he did, you know, Ryan Borland was 17-2, Andre August 10-1. There's some respect to be had there. So for him to get in against Chavez Jr., obviously this dude had his problems in the past. It's none of my business. He did lose to Anderson Silva, who Jake did beat 2 years ago. So yeah, obviously on paper, it looks bad. 54 wins, 34 by KO, 6 losses, which did come off the back end of his career. Again, he fought Uriah Hall July 20th on the Mike Perry and Jake Paul undercard. Nice left hook. Those are nice jabs downstairs. It's a good hook. He set that up going downstairs. You know, Jake Paul's not used to stuff like that, fighting these MMA guys who really have no idea. And I don't know if Chavez is known for having good footwork, but I mean, he's moving pretty well. You gotta think that's something Jake also hasn't seen since Tommy, and we saw that when hey, working in the pocket, taking some shots. And that right hand to the body's nice. I'm looking at him just get right out of range. And look, he has the experience. Like, none of this is just gonna leave him. He's done this over 60 times. And that's genuinely the best thing he could bring into this fight. Because from the looks of it, he doesn't have the power. He has a disadvantage in age, weight. But Jake has only seen stuff like this one time, and that was against Tommy. But it's at least gonna give us a good idea of where Jake's level is at. Because if he can't beat this guy, then you could forget about any legitimate world titles. Because if he gets one from this, it's bullshit. Now, this is the president of the WBA. He put out, "I am not against a Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. fight for a championship." But all we could hope for is within the last year, Chavez has worked on his craft and will come prepared. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this fight down below. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.